Amelia Hart, a wealthy city photographer from New York, stepped off the dusty trail to capture the perfect shot of sunlight spilling across the canyon walls. She'd told herself she'd stay close to her tour group, but the swirling colors and towering cliffs called to her artistic heart like nothing she'd ever experienced. The moment she realized the group had moved on without her, her chest tightened. The canyon was silent, except for the wind brushing the stone. Her phone had no signal. Her water bottle was half empty. She tried retracing her steps, but every turn looked the same, each wall a copy of the last. Fear crept into her voice as she called out, "Hello." No answer until one came. A tall silhouette appeared on a ridge above. A man stepped into view with the ease of someone who belonged to the land itself. His hat cast a shadow over his eyes, his boots coated in sandstone dust. "You lost, ma'am," he called out. Amelia exhaled, shakily. I think so." The man climbed down effortlessly, like walking on stairs only he could see. Name's Gabriel Reed. Canyon guide. His voice was calm, grounding. "Your group's about 3 miles east." Amelia's cheeks burned. "I just wanted a photo. I didn't realize. It happens." His smile was small but warm, softening his rugged features. "Canyon's beautiful. Easy to forget how quick it can swallow you." He offered her water, then a hand to steady her as they crossed a narrow ledge. She noticed the strength in his grip, the confidence in his movements. Everything about him contrasted her polished city life, but in a way that made her feel strangely safe. "You're not from around here," he said. "Is it that obvious?" Gabriel chuckled. "Only a little." The sun lowered, turning the canyon gold as he led her along a trail she never would have noticed. Every so often he glanced back, checking on her, not hovering just protective enough to feel comforting. As they reached a high overlook, Amelia paused, breath caught by the breathtaking view. Gabriel watched her, not the landscape. "Forth gettin' lost for?" he asked quietly. She looked at him, realizing she wasn't so sure that canyon was what she'd be remembering most about today. "Maybe," she whispered. Gabriel walked ahead with a steady confidence Amelia envied. He moved like someone who needed no map. The canyon trusted him, and he trusted it right back. Amelia followed carefully, feeling the warm breeze tug at her hair, while the rocks glowed orange beneath the rising sun. "So what brings a city girl out to desert country?" Gabriel asked. "Photography," Amelia replied, lifting her camera slightly. "I'm building a collection for my exhibit. I wanted something real." "Well," Gabriel said, with a quiet chuckle, "canyon's about as real as it gets." They stopped at a natural stone arch where sunlight poured through like a doorway to another world. Amelia raised her camera, but when she glanced at Gabriel, he was already watching her, studying the curiosity in her eyes. "You see things most folks miss," he said. "I try," she smiled. "That's the job." "No," he said softly. "That's you." His words flustered her more than the heat. She focused on her camera, pretending her heart wasn't skipping. As they continued their trek, they talked about their lives. Amelia spoke about gallery openings and crowded subways. Gabriel described long trail days, starry skies, and the quiet freedom of the open land. "It's peaceful here," Amelia murmured. "It's home," Gabriel replied. She admired how simply he said it, no hesitation, no doubt. A man who knew exactly who he was. But Gabriel was also observant. "You've got a lot on your shoulders," he noted. Amelia blinked. "What makes you say that?" "You look like someone who's trying to breathe again." His words hit deeper than she expected. New York had been suffocating her for months. Pressure, deadlines, expectations. But here, with the canyon stretching wide and Gabriel guiding her, she felt something loosen inside. They stopped at a shady rock overhang for water. Gabriel took off his hat and ran a hand through his dark, dusted hair. Amelia caught herself staring. He noticed. "Everything all right?" he asked. She cleared her throat. "Yes, sorry sons. Bright. Home." His smirk said he knew the truth. As they started walking again, her foot slipped on loose gravel, and she stumbled backward. Gabriel caught her instantly, hands firm at her waist. "You okay?" he murmured, close enough to feel his breath. Amelia nodded, though her heart was anything but calm. Gabriel didn't let go right away, and, for the first time today, she didn't want him to. By late afternoon, the canyon shadows stretched long, and the temperature dipped. Gabriel checked the sky, then the trail. "We won't make it back before dark," he said. "Safer to stop here for the night." Amelia tensed. "Stay here, overnight. It's all right. I've camped out here more times than I can count." He motioned to a sheltered alcove, carved into the canyon wall. "We'll be safe." Something about the confidence in his voice soothed her. "Okay," she breathed. Gabriel worked with practiced skill gathering wood, setting a small fire, laying out supplies he kept in his pack. Amelia watched, fascinated by how steady he was in every movement. "You do this often," she said. "Part of the job." He flashed her a half smile. "And I like it. Canyon teaches you how to be quiet with yourself." Amelia sat beside the fire, hugging her knees. "Maybe that's what I've been missing." "What do you mean?" She hesitated. "Back home. I'm always surrounded by people, noise, expectations, but I don't think anyone actually sees me." Gabriel lowered himself beside her, shoulders brushing. "I see you." Her breath caught, he added softly. "Been seeing you since the minute I found you on that trail." Heat rose in her cheeks, not from the fire. She glanced at him, and for a moment, neither of them spoke. The crackling flames filled the silence. "Tell me something about you," Gabriel said. She smiled faintly. "I'm stubborn." "I already figured that out. And I'm scared," she admitted. "Of failing. Of disappointing people." Gabriel's gaze softened. "You don't need to prove a thing to me." The vulnerability between them felt like a fragile bridge. Amelia leaned her head on his shoulder, half expecting him to pull away. He didn't. Instead, he shifted closer. "You know," he murmured, "most folks come to the canyon looking for beauty. But you're the only one who walked in and brought some with you." Her heart thudded. Gabriel, he didn't kiss her, not yet, but he reached for her hand, intertwining their fingers. They watched the stars rise bright, endless, untainted by city lights. The canyon wrapped around them like a quiet witness. Amelia had come here searching for landscapes. She never expected to find a man like him. Morning light spilled across the canyon walls, waking Amelia with a warm glow. Gabriel was already up, tending the fire. She watched him quietly, the sure movements, the peaceful calm she rarely saw in anyone back home. "You sleep okay?" he asked, when he noticed her awake. "Better than I expected," she admitted. "Maybe it was the stars, or maybe the company," he said with a teasing grin. She felt heat rise in her cheeks. Maybe. They shared breakfast, simple but comforting. When they were ready to hike out, Gabriel pointed toward a narrow trail that wound between tall stone pillars. "This way'll lead us back." As they walked, the trail narrowed. Gabriel moved ahead, steady and sure, offering his hand whenever the rocks were steep. She took it every time, without hesitation. "Funny," Amelia said. "I came here to take photos of the canyon, but the only thing I want to photograph now is this." Gabriel raised a brow. "Me, maybe," she said shyly. He chuckled. "Never thought I'd end up the subject of some fancy city exhibit." "You never know," she replied. "People might love the story." "What story is that?" She swallowed. "The one about the canyon guide and the woman he rescued." Gabriel stopped walking. The quiet wind swept between them. "That, what you think this is?" he asked gently. Amelia looked up, heart pounding. "What do you think it is?" He stepped closer. "I think I've been trying real hard not to fall for you." Her breath hitched, and I'm failing. Before she could respond, a rock slide rumbled in the distance, shaking the ground. Gabriel grabbed her, pulling her into his chest as dust clouded the trail. When it settled, the way behind them was blocked. "You okay?" he asked, brushing dust from her hair. She nodded, clinging to him. "As long as you're here." Gabriel met her gaze, unguarded. Slowly, he cupped her cheek with a calloused hand. "I'm here," he murmured. And this time, he kissed her softly at first, then deeper, like the canyon itself had pushed them together. The world felt carved just for them. By afternoon, they reached the trailhead where her tour group had been searching anxiously. Amelia was overwhelmed with relief and a pang of sadness she didn't expect. "It looks like this is where we part ways," she said quietly. Gabriel nodded, though his eyes lingered on hers. "Guess it is." Her group clustered around her, asking questions. But Amelia's attention stayed on the man who'd guided her through more than just the canyon. When her guide asked, ready to head back to the lodge, "Miss Hart?" Amelia hesitated. She glanced at Gabriel. He tipped his hat in that gentle, rugged way she'd grown to adore. Something tugged inside. Hers something stronger than fear. Stronger than the life waiting back in New York. "Actually," she said aloud, surprising even herself, "I'd like a moment." Her guide stepped back. Amelia crossed the dusty space between her and Gabriel. "You don't have to say anything," Gabriel murmured. "City life's a long way from here." She shook her head. "But what if I don't want distance? What if I'm tired of running back to a life that doesn't feel like mine anymore?" Gabriel's brows softened. "Amelia." She reached for his hand. "The canyon didn't just show me beauty. It showed me clarity." "And what did you see?" he asked. "You." He pulled her in, one arm around her waist. "You sure about this?" "For the first time in a long time," she breathed. "I'm sure of something." Gabriel kissed her again, slow, grounding, full of promise. Her group pretended not to stare. The canyon wind swirled dust around their boots, as if applauding the moment. When they separated, Amelia wiped a tear she didn't expect. "I want to come back. Not for photos. For you. There'll always be a place for you here," Gabriel said. "With me." Amelia smiled. "Then this isn't goodbye." "No," Gabriel whispered, thumb brushing her cheek. "It's just the beginning." The canyon stretched wide behind them, stone, sky, and possibility. And Amelia realized she hadn't been lost at all. She'd simply been waiting to be found. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Western stories.